Part 1. The true nature of trauma and its effects on the brain. Trauma is more than the event itself. It's what continued to occur within you after it ended. Furthermore, it need not be something drastic. Trauma can be silent or loud. It could be apparent or not. A soldier in a combat zone might have to suppress all emotions in order to survive. It may be an adolescent who grinned through bullying because no one intervened, or a child who winced every time the home door opened. It could be someone who grew up never receiving a hug, or someone who was touched when they didn't want to be. Anything that exceeds your ability to deal is considered trauma. Anything that makes you feel helpless, invisible, or in danger. Your brain doesn't keep it like a typical memory when it occurs. It keeps it as survival information. This implies that all noises, sights, smells, and bodily experiences are considered dangerous. Additionally, the area of the brain that contains this communicates by reactions rather than words. Your prefrontal cortex, which is your thinking brain, shuts down. Your amygdala, the emotional brain, takes over. Your body learns to always be prepared, and even a small reminder, a voice, a tone, or a moment can cause your entire system to go into alarm years later. Your body has vivid memories of the trauma, even if you do not. You can't simply go on because of this, because trauma is the mark that an incident leaves behind, not just the event itself, and you can be more compassionate toward yourself the more you comprehend this. You're not weak, you are designed to survive. Additionally, wiring can be altered. Part 2 explains why your body responds as though the threat is still present. Have you ever become uncomfortable during a completely regular situation, such as when someone said something insignificant, and your entire body became tense? There's no actual danger, yet your breathing changes, your chest tightens, or your thinking becomes too rapid to follow. It isn't an overreaction, it's not a sign of weakness, that is your body recalling something it has always remembered. Trauma is not a thing of the past, your nervous system is home to it. Additionally, your nervous system is designed to defend you quickly and without question. When you experienced something overpowering, you felt scared, helpless, and trapped. Every detail was recorded by your brain, not only what took place, but the sensation as well. This is dangerous, your body has learned. And now, years later, a small thing, a voice tone, a scent, a silence, brings everything back, as a response, not a recollection. Some people strike out while others freeze. Some become numb and lose their focus. These are not judgments, they are protective mechanisms, automatic, archaic, and intelligent in their own right. But what once shielded you may now be doing harm. That is trauma's paradox. You're not damaged. When someone hasn't been safe for a long time, you're reacting just like a human would. In actuality, your body longs to feel secure once more. It simply awaits the indication that it is at last finished. And that signal is what healing is all about. Part 3. Emotional hijacking caused by trauma. It's a typical day for you. Then someone says something that may or may not be about you, and you abruptly lose your temper, shut down, or become silent for hours. It seems excessive. Later on, you might wonder, why did I react that way? In actuality, you weren't responding to that particular instance. Every other moment felt just like it, and you were responding to it. Trauma causes the amygdala, your brain's emotional center, to remain hypervigilant. It keeps an eye out for danger. However, following trauma, it becomes confused about what danger actually is. Thus, a rising voice turns into a danger. A minor error turns into a calamity. Because your mind associates everything with that time, that moment, and that anguish, a silent room becomes intolerable. This is what makes it more difficult. Your body and emotions have vivid memories of the initial incident, even if you do not. The map of what harmed is still with them. Your feelings seem excessive because of this. Why it seems like your reactions are operating without you. Because they aren't random, but they are in some respects. They're smart. These are survival tactics that have gone into overdrive. You're not insane. You're not weak. Long after the threat has passed, your nervous system is still attempting to defend you, and you are reacting to it. And the ability to heal starts the moment you start to realize this. Why trauma causes you to repeat what hurts you is covered in Part 4. You quit the poisonous partnership. You leave the mayhem behind. Never again, you tell yourself. Then, for some reason, it occurs again. The same feeling, different people. Why? Because pain is not the only thing that trauma leaves behind. It gives your nervous system a sense of normalcy. Additionally, normal can also indicate familiar but hazardous, erratic, frigid, and domineering. And even when something is unfamiliar, it seems safe. You may therefore find yourself pleasing or remaining silent to avoid controversy, or you may be drawn to people who don't see you. It's not a weakness in your personality. It's an ancient survival tactic that still works. You might repeat the same behaviors, seeking acceptance, worrying about being abandoned, and mistrusting composure. Your body believes it already understands how to survive this scenario, not because you desire to suffer. We are wired to expect discomfort after trauma. Therefore, the appearance of something stable or kind may seem strange, unreal, dull, or even dangerous. Here's the good news, though. You are no longer merely inside the pattern once you recognize it. You are witnessing it, and that's the loop's first flaw. You can discover what peace sounds like, what safety feels like, and what love looks like when it isn't connected to fear. Because you don't have to do what injured you again to feel like you belong, and because your body can be rewired. Section 5, the good news, your brain is capable of recovery, and it desires to. If your feelings, responses, and connections have been influenced by trauma. The thing is this, you're not stuck with your brain. It's not irreparably damaged. The human brain is incredible. They can adapt, alter, and recover. We refer to that as neuroplasticity. The ability of your brain to rewire itself is referred to by this fancy term. Your nervous system may learn new ways to feel safe, even if you've been carrying old wounds for years. It begins with little things like recognizing when your body stiffens, when a memory drags you down, or when your emotions become too much to handle. These instances serve as cues, invitations to be kind to yourself and to express "I see you." You're giving it your all. Forgetting what happened is not the goal of healing. It's about learning to coexist with your story without letting it dictate how you live. Finding listeners and those who give room without passing judgment is the key, because one of the most potent cures is connection. It also has to do with the body. Touch, movement, and breathing all serve to remind your brain that you are safe at the moment. Every step you take forward, no matter how tiny, is a step toward freedom. Even if you don't see this change right away, you don't need to be flawless. Your brain wants to recover, so you just need to keep showing up for yourself. It is just waiting for you to make the initial move. Perhaps you're simply exhausted at the moment, unsure of where to start or even whether healing is for you. It's all right. Sometimes the first significant step forward is simply realizing what's happening inside of you. You don't have to know everything. There's no need to hurry. All you have to know is that you're not alone in this. Progress is not always a sign of healing. Sometimes it seems like saying no or taking a break, like finally falling asleep through the night, allowing yourself to cry. No ideal version of yourself is waiting on the other side, and there is no time frame. Simply more of who you are, less anxiety, more calm, and more breath. You're in the perfect place if you want to continue learning gradually and at your own speed. Fixing you is not the purpose of this channel. It's about knowing yourself. Together, we're still working it out. And if watching this video made you feel a little more human and seen, we strive to be gentle while discussing topics that are difficult to express, so please think about subscribing. Leave what you don't need, take what you do, and perhaps return when you're ready. We'll be present.